When I was a kid, both my parents had sailboats, but unfortunately they couldn't keep them. Ever since then, I've had the dream of owning my own boat someday. Follow along with me as I restore a 1972 Harris off America catboat. So I've been trying to figure out a good way or an efficient way to restore the bronze fixtures, the brass fixtures on the boat. You don't have to do this, but I kind of want to start with a fresh look. So this is an example of a cleat that's right off the boat. This is how it came off. And a lot of the hardware was corroded, bent, snapped, just gone. So I've had to replace all the fasteners for these as well. After my go-to procedure here, it looks kind of like this. And then after a little bit of polishing, it comes out and looks like this. So here we have off the boat, middle of the process, and polished. And so the process begins with this little tub here, and this is the stuff I found works the best. It's the Flitz Instant Brass and Copper Tarnish Remover. And so what I have is just a rag here that's wet, and in here I have a couple of cleats that are soaking. And so what I do is I wrap them in cheesecloth, a couple of wraps of cheesecloth, so that every surface is touching the cheesecloth, and then I soak them down with the Flitz. When you spray this stuff, it's advisable to have some sort of ventilation or respirator or something, because it is a little bit fumy at the start. But I do want to point out that it is actually rated for use on food items and stuff, so you can use it on silverware if you wanted to, or whatever. So definitely I'm showing you bad form here, but definitely want to use gloves when you're setting this up. And so I soak down the cloth, and you can get this off of Amazon, and they have big refill jugs too. And then I have this guy, which is just wet, and it's just to keep it from drying out. And then I just lay that over that, and I let that sit for 12 hours or so. And I might have to repeat the process, but it basically produces this. I'll take them out and scrub them with a little toothbrush here, and then it'll look like this. And other than the porthole frames, I use this process for restoring all the hardware on the boat. So the rail at the top of the screen is the before, so this is what they looked like when they came off the boat. These are the rails that the top hatch slides on to the companionway, and the one on the bottom of your screen is after it has been restored. So as you can see, it does a pretty good job in restoring the brass. Okay, so these rails are too long to soak in anything. Okay, so we're coming back after a minute or so, and you can see that the foots has actually done its job. And I'm just going to take a little scrubber and agitate this a little bit. And some of this is very crusty, and I'm actually going to do like 3 or 4 coats of this. So I'm going to start working on some of these other brass pieces. This is actually the forward porthole, and I have previously tried a method with the ferric chloride to soak and then buff the brass flange here that goes through the hull part, and I'm going to polish that up again because it's tarnished. But this is the glass piece, and the foot stuff says it's usable on glass, so we'll see. Hopefully it won't etch it too bad. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the comparison of the before and the after on that, what that's going to look like. And then over here, these oval pieces here are the inside and outside of one of the porthole hatches. So I'm going to put these in this porcelain sink that I have. We're just gonna one second here. We're just going to spray them and soak them a little bit and see what happens. I definitely would not do this if you have a stainless steel sink. I don't know if this stuff would actually etch the metal. Anyway, this is the this piece here is the other hatch rail. I finished doing the underside, so this still has to be polished, but it's been I've done probably about 4 sprays, and then you let it sit for a minute or 2, a little bit longer, and then if you need real rough, I've been using this this quadruple zero superfine mesh steel wool to kind of rub it, and then when it gets down to almost clean, I'll then just use a green scrubby to clean that with. So anyway, I'm going to start working on this side of it. This guy. So it looks like the glass is okay. I didn't scrub this too hard because I didn't want to scratch the porthole glass, but as you can, I don't know if you can kind of see, a lot of the green is gone. It's still heavily oxidized, and it's going to take quite a number of treatments, I think, to remove the oxidation, especially on this piece, because I don't want to scratch the glass by scrubbing it too much. Same thing on the porthole frame, and you can kind of see this is the one that was outside of the boat, so it was exposed to the salt water more directly than the inside one, which has less marks, but eventually these will all come out. First thing I have to do is take a little sandpaper and a little needle scraper, and all of the washers and nuts and screws for the front porthole are covered in paint and sealant, so I have to clean that all off, clean this all out, and then use the flits to clean them up, and then I'll use the polish to keep them good and shiny. But as you can see, there is a lot of gunk and stuff in there. So okay, so I just wanted to show you, this is the finished forward porthole assembly that I've managed to restore, polish all of the nuts, washers, and parts, and if we open this up, I have reseated the gasket. That needs a little bit more of the rubber conditioner there, but everything works and looks as it should. Just gotta tighten up the hinge assembly a little bit, but otherwise this part is completely done.
It's time for a change, 'cause I'm tired of the same old same.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you soon. Hope you like watching the Laura
And Catherine.
in progress.